All right, let's bring in our player coach. Played 18 years, coached, all that in the NBA. Was the NBA Coach of the Year. Great perspective, our guy Avery Johnson. Let's start with the Lakers. They got absolutely walloped. If Anthony Davis can't go, I mean, are they done? Are we going to have a new champion? And are they going to fall to Phoenix here?
Well, I'm not as concerned about Anthony Davis right now because in our open, we talked about Kyler Murray. You know, Kyler Murray, the Cardinals quarterback.
Yep.
But we didn't show my son Avery Johnson Jr., Ike, who was sitting next to Kyler Murray on the front row because he's the businessman. But
I'll make a call. I'll be up there as soon as this is over. Heads will roll because Avery Jr. should have been in there. That kid's doing good work. That's exactly right.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully you can go to medical school if you're a Laker fan between now and the next game and find a way to, heal Anthony Davis. But seriously, if there's no AD, is this series over in your mind?
No AD, no win for the Lakers. And this is why I was concerned about the Lakers in the first round, because it had more to do with Anthony Davis and LeBron James's health. LeBron James with the ankle, Anthony Davis with an array of injuries, and now it's a groin injury. Groin injuries are very temperamental. I've had one before. I've had the hamstring before when I played, and I've seen it with players that I've played with and coached. So normally in this situation, a player is out a week to 10 days with a groin strain. And if you have a growing pull, you would be out definitely for the remainder of the season. So, if Anthony Davis can come back and play extremely well on Thursday, I know they're pointing him towards Thursday, I would be pleasantly surprised. But I don't know if he's even going to be close to 100% with a groin strain, as much as you have to move around. This is not football. This is basketball. This is up and down a court and lateral movement and pushing off and running and jumping. A lot of agility situations. So with no Anthony Davis being 100% healthy, I don't have the Lakers advancing past the Phoenix Suns. And this is why I was really concerned about the Lakers in this series before it even began.
Any issue with Chris Paul being in the game with his team up 33? Now, to be fair to Monty Williams, done a great job. It's not like it was late in the fourth quarter. It was still in the third quarter. But you always got to wonder, with a guy who's already been hurt in this series, you knew 100%, you're up 33 points the second half. Any issue with him still being on the floor?
No issue whatsoever, because Chris Paul was actually going to get subbed out on the next dead ball. So, you start off, you're up by 30 basically to start the second half. And, Chris Paul's in there just trying to get a few reps just to get ready for the next game. So, again, it just was an unusual situation. Wes Matthews got into Chris Paul's injured shoulder. Hopefully, he will not be the same Chris Paul that played in games 1, 2, and 3, because that Chris Paul, that's not going to be enough. Especially, it kind of balances itself off. If Chris Paul is injured or playing at less than, 75% without Anthony Davis, it kind of balances things off, because you can see with Chris Paul's leadership, his experience, toughness, defense, assist, all of his coach on the floor ability, it's really propelled the Phoenix Suns to take control of this series.
All right, now let's go to the Blazers, who get a win, double overtime. Blazers fall double overtime to the Nuggets. The Nuggets win. Now, boy, I'll tell you, I know the Nuggets won, and when you win, that's a deodorant that covers a lot of stink on you. But I don't love the fact that end of regulation, up 3, they let Lillard shoot the 3. First overtime, up 3, they let Lillard shoot the 3. He knocks both of them down. Now, look, they're tough shots and they play good defense, but they let him shoot. And matter of fact, they probably fouled him on the second one. And if he had gone to the free throw line, that would have been a real disaster. As a former NBA Coach of the Year, is that how you would have done this? Basically playing him man-to-man, not double, not foul, let him shoot when you're up 3 and they got to have a 3 to tie?
Absolutely not. You can always sometime as an analyst give a political answer. This is not a middle of the road answer. Absolutely not. You have to foul Damian Lillard, especially when he's not in the act of shooting, on the catch, send him to the free throw line. He's probably going to make both free throws. Maybe he'll miss one. But for the most part, you don't put your team in this type of a situation that allow one of the best players in the playoffs, a guy that's going on to make 12 threes in the game, to even have a look at a three-point shot. Then at the end of regulation, Austin Rivers caught a break because, he fouled Lillard. Fortunately, not in the act of shooting. They were able to take the ball out again, and they reset the clock. And then Michael Porter doesn't foul him when he on the catch. So I thought this was poor execution by the Denver Nuggets. Sure, they won the game. Coaches will also stick by their philosophy. A lot of coaches don't believe in fouling in that situation, but sometimes you got to adjust on the fly so you won't get burned. Fortunately for the Nuggets, they didn't get burned, but you got to foul Damian Lillard in those situations.
Right, it's Damian Lillard, right? He may be the one guy that, to me, there is no other side of it you have to foul because his range is so iconically deep and he can make such tough off-balance threes with regularity. You can't allow him to look. You can't allow him to rise up, and you can't not touch him because he's going to get you saw it. Not once, twice he burned you, and you were lucky to get out with a win, and now you can go to Portland and clinch. Well done, ultimately, by Denver getting the W. Well done by Avery Johnson. Well done by Avery Johnson Jr. being at the game. That's right. Getting it done in Phoenix. We'll make sure we show him next time. Thanks, bud.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.